So if you've been viewing my channel for more than 2 nanoseconds, you're probably aware by now that I play an awful lot of Siege. To be fair, I do like Siege. Siege is good. It's flawed, but I suppose we're all flawed. But there's some things that Siege needs to understand that I don't think it does. For example, if someone shoots me in the leg and the game tries to convince me I got headshot, and I'm just not buying it. You can't know. So let me explain where this came from. So I was playing as my little frost main, just running around putting bear traps on the ground to confuse the enemy team, and all of a sudden a glass pops up from around the corner and shoots me right in the thigh, and apparently the bullet ricochets up my spine and hits me in the head. Like, I don't know if maybe I've got the clip somewhere. I'll try and have a look and I'll put it on the screen if I can't. Sorry, if I can. I guess if I can't do it, I wouldn't be able to. Just ignore me. So yeah. And then the game was like, oh no, this is a headshot. And he only took one shot, hit me right in the thigh, headshot. So, and this wasn't like, this was recent as well. I want to say, within the last couple of months. Siege, listen. I do, at university, I do study human biology. That's what I do. And I'm fairly, in fact, you don't even need to study human biology to understand that if someone is shot in the leg, their brain isn't all of a sudden going to explode. I mean, it might, but like, I don't know, only if you hit them with like an explosive. Do you think anyone's ever done that? Just in the middle of war, shot someone on the leg and all of a sudden their head's just blown off and then be like, what the fuck? Probably very confused. Ooh, which reminds me, so I'm gonna, should I use this as no, I'll make a separate thing for that. So I'll have a channel update. That's probably going to come out before this one, so. Haha, I'm a time machine now. Get good, very mystery time machine crab. Wouldn't worry about it, it's very complicated, I assure you. So Siege has been updated since what? I think it came out, did it come out in 2015? 2016? Let's see, I started playing it with Whiteout in 2016. In fact, yeah, they had it, so I started playing 2017 and they just started the second year of, yeah, so I think 2015 is correct. Again, I don't do research for these videos. I want to say that's kind of my thing, but realistically it's just me being lazy, so, you know. So it still gets updated, which is quite good. It's probably the reason it's still so alive. I'll be honest, I prefer this tactic to the one that Black Ops seems to be using, which is just keep pumping out games over and over again. I like the one game runs for a couple of years thing. That's, I definitely prefer that. So instead of having just different weapons and stuff like the classes in Black Ops 2, you've got different operators. Again, I'm assuming you know what Siege is. If you haven't played Siege, I definitely recommend it. It's actually one of Ubisoft's games that I don't entirely hate, so hey, you know, that's always nice. It's like finding an EA game. In fact, has there been any redeemable EA games recently? No, right? There's like Sims 4, which is awful. And what else do they make? Do they have something to do with Apex Legends? Or is that Activision? Oh, I don't keep up. I'm not very good at this. So essentially, if you haven't played Siege before, there's 5 of you and there's 5 of the enemies. You can choose any of the characters. You can't be the same character. I guess you can all be Recruit, but Recruit doesn't really count. So each different character has different abilities. For example, Cap can. He's the guy who places bombs on doors so that if you go through the door, you explode. And they're actually quite different. I'm not sure there's any one of them that is similar to another one, to be honest. Oh, there probably is, thinking about it. Yeah, like Wade. There's a dude who throws magnets that catch grenades, and there's Jaeger, a dude who has a turret that shoots grenades, and they're very similar. Honestly, it's quite good. Honestly, I actually quite enjoyed it a lot. I'm trying to think how long it's been since it released a map. It's been a while, but the maps it's got are actually quite good, and they rotate them as well. They actually do pay quite a lot of attention. To be honest, I always shit talk Siege, and that's something that's inherent with just having Siege. But me and Cuddles have been playing it for what, like 2 years? Well, no, I've only known it for a year and a half. My brain's a little bit scrambled at the moment. Don't worry about me. Or send medical attention. That's probably better, to be honest. So they rotate all the maps in and out. So, say there's a map called Yacht. Some people don't like it as much as others. So I think is it like every month or is it every season or something like that? It's not a very long period of time, and they'll rotate a map out and replace it with another map that you haven't seen for a while, so it's quite good. It keeps the gameplay quite fresh. I don't want to give Ubisoft all the credit here because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like comparing it to Assassin's Creed, I feel like someone's telling Ubisoft what to do, because I don't think Ubisoft's smart enough to come up with this by themselves, right? Then again, they do own a multi-million-dollar gaming company, so maybe they're smarter than me, I don't know. I'm not actually sure there's much sign of them stopping, either. They don't appear to be running out of gas with the amount of operators they can release. I think it's been a while since they updated a map, but considering how many maps we've got, I think that's actually okay. I guess this isn't really truly a review of Siege, it's just kind of me talking about Siege. I'm not actually sure it was supposed to be a review, to be honest. Siege is quite good. I suppose I could explain it a little bit better, but to be honest with you, I don't know. This is how I'm doing when I start out, so that's me going tongue. I don't know. I was making a noise to you probably, but to me it makes sense. Of course, I only play the British operators, so there's a bunch of different countries. In fact, I think they're all, yeah, so I don't know the recent ones, but you got like the people from America, you got the people from Britain, all that kind of stuff. So you can just run your nationality, like I only run the British operators. But not Clash, I don't count Clash as a British operator. She's just an angry bald woman who runs around screaming. Literally, that's her thing. I don't know if you've played, if you've played Clash, if you've played Siege before, Clash essentially sits there with a really big shield and just yells at people, and that's her thing. That's what she does. She sits there screaming a bunch of swear words at these people, and I'm not really sure why. Why is she so angry? So you get little profile icons to represent what you and your teammates have chosen, and Clash's is just her being really angry. Just screaming at something. Why is she screaming? I'm not 100% sure, but she's very upset. Upset Clash. She needs some milk. So yeah, this was just me talking about Siege a little bit. I think me and Cuddles are going to actually do a proper... We may even run through each of the operators, to be honest, because they're actually quite cool. They're all very unique. Some of them are a little bit more garbage than others, but I'll get into that later. So I suppose this is like an intro video. Yeah, screw it, why not? So this is going to be the intro to Siege and how Siege does all the Siege stuff. And Siege is very good. And yeah, so me and Cuddles are hopefully going to be talking about all the different operators. I'm not sure which one we'll start with. I want to say maybe Frost. I feel like that's what we chose, but maybe like Kavir or something. Probably something she plays. I don't really... I just play Buck on both sides. I play Buck as defense as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed me randomly screaming about Siege for no real reason. I know I probably haven't explained it too well, but maybe I'll make an actual video on that. My brain's a little bit fuzzy at the moment for various reasons that I don't really want to get into. So yeah, I'm trying my best. Please don't judge me. So cool, it's been good knowing you. I will see you on the next video. I'm probably going to make like the channel update now, which I guess is the previous one. So I don't know, maybe I'll talk about another game. Yeah, something like that.